the Bipolar Prophet, and welcome to Old Ridge Farm. Now, I'll be honest, I had absolutely no intention of doing a Let's Play on this map for one very specific reason. It's because this map is so awesome that I know everybody else will be doing Let's Plays on this map. And to be honest, I don't know if I can do this map the justice that it really deserves. This is a great map. If you follow David Oldfield on YouTube, you know, you've seen bits and pieces of this map as it's developed and as it's changed and everything else, and you can see how awesome it is. This map is chock full of everything. This map has, you know, all kinds of extra features, all kinds of extra animals. You know, it's got breeding and all this other stuff. And to be honest, you guys probably know me. You know that I tend to do maps that other people aren't doing, with the exception of Bjornholm, of course, because it was the first map sort of available for Farming Simulator 15, and I'm such a huge fan of that map. You've also probably heard me do a fair amount of complaining about small English maps, but you know what, to be honest, after spending so much time on Bjornholm, I'm kind of more comfortable with the smaller map, and I'm a big fan of English maps, even though I complain about them all the time. So we're going to do this one a little different than I normally do. As you can see, I honestly just finished downloading it, got all the mods that I needed to run this map installed, and jumped in the map and started recording. What I want to do is I want to take you through the entire process. Normally what I do when I start a map is I don't do any sort of tour or anything. I kind of feel like I kind of have a little idea of this map, although, you know me, I'm going to get lost a million times before I get comfortable with it. But thanks to David Oldfield and his Let's Plays, on this map, I kind of feel like I kind of have an idea of where things are. I'm sure that'll all go out the window right away. Generally, what I do when I start a map is I sell off all the default equipment, and I buy new equipment that I think fits the map. So that's where we're going to start. Hold on, phone's ringing. I will be right back. Okay, well, anyway, at least we got the phone call out of the way, hopefully, for this episode. So like I said, we're going to take a look at the default equipment, and then we're going to decide what we're going to keep and what we're going to sell. You know, try to find some stuff that fits the map. Normally, this is stuff I do off screen. But I decided this time that I would do it on screen because, you know, I want to show you sort of the entire process. Apparently, according to if we go to the map description, you start with 2 fields, planted with crops waiting to be cut, plus 2 plowed fields waiting to be used. And then there's 23 more fields on the map that you can buy. So that's good, you know, because that's what I like to do. I like to sort of expand out as I go. I think when you own everything right off the bat, it makes for a fun map to play, but not so much fun for a Let's Play. So, okay, so we have a Kamiya harvester, which I think is going to go. We have a Steyr 4115 multi. You know what? I'm kind of a big fan of these things, and that may stick around. Let's see, what else do we have? We have a Case Puma 160. This is the non-front loader edition, I believe. Yep, it's the non-front loader edition. Decent little tractor, you know, and we haven't used it before. That may stick around. Obviously, we have a Agristar, Dutesvar Agristar, which may go because just because I've used one, you know, on Bjornholm so much. Okay, so that's what we have. That's our tractors. As far as equipment goes, now I know some of this stuff is actually, some of these seeders are actually modded so that they work with the Seedmaster. Oh, what is this? It's a static object, the favorite 614 LSA front loader. Too bad that doesn't work. I wouldn't mind using that. Got a couple of weights. Got a seeder here, which I believe is modded to work with the Seedmaster mod that's installed on this map. So we got anything in here? Let's see, seeds and fertilizer. Oh, excuse me. I know this map has the lime mod. It has the manure mod. So let's see. We've got some, these are potatoes or sugar beets? These are potatoes and some sugar beets. I would imagine over here. Yep. And wood chips. Are these wood chips? Oh, those are sugar beets. So what's in this one? Is this wood chips? Oh, that's wood chips. Okay. So I don't want to do too much of a map tour right off the bat. I kind of want to, you know, work my way around it, I guess. I got a little wash pad over here with a Karcher pressure washer. Oh, actually works too. Okay, that's cool. So, place to wash our tractors. Don't know how much of that I'm going to do. You guys all know how I am about that sort of stuff. Let's see. Plenty of storage. One thing about this map is there's a lot of animals, so there'll be a lot of different, bales and whatnot. This map has alfalfa and soybeans, which is cool. Something else to kind of harvest. So let's see. Is this the? Nope, this is not the cows. This is another storage area over here. Okay. So you know what? Let's go ahead and jump in the shop here, and let's decide what's going and what's staying. Okay, so this can go. We can sell that. Okay. You know what? I wish this was a. Which one? Oh, the stair would be the front loader tractor now. You know what? No, you know what? We'll keep. No, you know what? I think I'm going to get rid of that. I think I'll get rid of that because I think I have something else in mind for that. That can go. The harvester because I think I have something else in mind for that. We'll get rid of the head that goes with it, obviously. We'll keep the front loader and the bucket because we'll need those. The Brantner, we might as well... no, we'll keep that, I guess. We're going to need this if we do alfalfa. We're going to need this if we do alfalfa. This mower will be okay for now. This will be okay for now. That tedder will be okay for now. That will be okay for now. And then the weights. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go into mods. And I'm going to pick up another front loader tractor. Going to tractors here and see what we've got. I apologize for being all nasally, guys. Winter. I can't win. Winter, it's bad. Summer, it's bad. I just can't. I can't get over it no matter what I do. So let's go ahead and take a look at our mod tractors here and see what we can use for a front loader that's different. That we haven't used maybe before. We do have the Dootsfar Sherlock Holmes, as I like to call it, because all the windows open. That's got a front loader on it. It's $51,000. That's quite a bit of money. Obviously, none of these. We have the Ford TW10, which has a front loader on it. It's a two-wheel drive tractor. This is not a bad little tractor, actually. I kind of like it. It's only $17,000. So I got a bunch of John Deeres. None of them have loaders, though. Get the little the T4 55 horsepower front loader, which, as cool as it is, I don't think that's going to be the way that I go. We have the John Deere 6810 front loader, which I like. This is a decent little tractor. Makes 135 horsepower. Should be enough to pull everything. I think we'll pick that up. So we'll go ahead and buy that once it buys. Okay, there we go. And we already have the front loader and everything for it. So let's see. Okay, so that's that. Now we need a harvester. Now what I'd like to use, and hopefully it works, is this one, the New Holland TX65. Just because it's different. It's 100. Oh, we're not going to be using that. It's $160,000. Why is that so expensive? Uh-oh. I might have just kicked ourselves right in the ass there, guys. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to have to use... we only have $81,000. Do I want to go into debt right off the bat like this? Well, you know what? I guess we're gonna. Hello, bank. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Oh, we'll just go ahead and borrow right up. We might not even have enough money. Oh, there we go. We're now massively in debt. And we're going to spend almost all of it right off the bat. That's unfortunate. I suppose I could just buy a force grit, but you know what? That's not what I had in mind for this. So I could sell a bunch of other stuff, I suppose. 160. Oh, please let the head not be too expensive. Let's see. How much is the head? This is the head. 34. It's $34,000. I don't have enough money. Oh, no. What am I going to do? Oh, we're going to have to sell some stuff, I guess. What can we get rid of right away? That's not going to bring in much money. That's not going to bring in much money. That's not going to bring in much money. Jeez. Well, you know what? One of these tractors is going to have to go, I guess. Jeez, I'd really like to... Okay, well, it's going to have to go. The case is going to have to go. We need a harvester. So, yes, please. Okay. So right off the bat, we're not doing so well, me and my bad money choices, I guess. No, we need this. Okay. All right. And we'll get that back. I mean, we have a little money to play with, obviously, but you know, already we're $32,000 in the hole after a big loan, so not ideal to say the least. Okay, let me whoops, go back here. Let me reset all our new stuff. Reset this. Yes, please. Okay. And we will reset the harvester and the head. God, I can't believe how much. I mean, I kind of was. I downloaded that mod quite a while ago. I never really looked at it. Didn't realize how expensive it was. I kind of had a feeling it was going to be a lot cheaper because it's an older. Harvester. So okay, well, I guess that's how it goes. So, all right, now let's see. There's our front loader tractor. Okay, I think that'll do pretty well for now. Might as well go ahead and hop into this one right off the bat. I haven't even really taken a look at this. It looks pretty good. It looks a little newer, I think, than I would like it to look. Well, no, it looks a lot newer than I would like it to look. I guess that explains why it's so expensive. But okay, go ahead and get this fired up and grab the head. Turn off the shuttle control. Turn it off. There we go. This was kind of my fear with this map, was that I just wasn't going to do it, the justice maybe that it needed, that it deserved. I've already made some kind of shaky decisions financially, but okay, we've got a little bit of money, so we can we can do things we need to do. So I think one of the very first things I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a bigger tipper, because to be honest, those little tippers, they're cool, but they're just not. They're not ideal, especially when you're doing a map by yourself and you've got to run back and forth quite, so often. So, let's see. What do we have in here that's, reasonable, but not ridiculous? This is a seed one, which is neat. We could do a Marshall, I guess. Marshall would be fitting for the area, or maybe one of these Marstons would be fitting for the area too. These are all 16 tons, so they're all pretty much the same. We got the Fenlanders and the Agri Dumpers. These Dezors are nice, though. They're kind of big, though. That's the only thing. 17,509, 19,000, 17,000 on grain, 19,000 on silage. Okay, you know what? We're going to buy one of those just because they're neat. I like them, so. Why not? Let's just spend a bunch of money right off the bat. Go ahead and get that reset as well. This is all stuff that I do, basically off screen in the beginning of a Let's Play, when I change equipment and whatnot. But I thought I'd show you guys sort of the process this time of what goes into it. Believe it or not, I actually do usually have a, if not a plan, then at least a sort of idea what I'm looking for, what sort of stuff I'm looking for with a map. Boy, the more I look at this New Holland, the less I like it. It's very monolithic. It's all kind of the same color, very blocky. But you know what? Okay, it'll do for now. So I see no reason why we shouldn't just go ahead and start a harvest right off the bat here. Try to recoup some of this money that we lost. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. Now there's no traffic on this map, which is a plus for me, on these small maps. Now how do you get into this field? Where is the entrance to this field? Already lost. Don't hit the sign. Don't hit the sign. This map is so well detailed and it just looks so good, Where is the entrance to this field? Can I see it? This would be a time when having the player camera mod installed would be handy. Let's see. Maybe it's over here. Well, hopefully we own this field. I would imagine we do. But, again, I'm not 100% certain about that. So, let's see if we can get turned around into down this road here. Ooh, that's going to be tight. At least I didn't hit the tree. Oh, there's the entrance to the field. Okay, very good. The detail on this map is awesome, as you would expect. OEB modding, you would expect it to. You would expect these maps to just be incredible, and this one certainly, I believe, is going to live up to its to all the expectations. So, all right, so might as well just go ahead and start on this side, And, no, you know what? Actually, if we start on this side, we won't be driving in the crop. So let's go ahead and start over here. This is kind of a weird shaped field, but I think Otto Combine might be able to handle it. So, okay, let's see. I need to get this thing unfolded and whatnot. Switch to this, X, get it opened up. There we go. Oh, that's got a neat animation about how it opens up. Oh, cool. All right, switch back to this. We are on straw swath. Yep. So, all right, let's see how Otto Combine handles this. We want to go this way. We want to go round and round for a little while, and we can hire the worker. Let's see. Oh, and it turned green, so that's a good thing. So let's see how it does. Okay. Well, it's doing what it's supposed to do. Now, again, this is probably going to leave some really weird swaths, that I may have to come back in and windrow up. Obviously getting a baler, getting something to pick the bales up, with, or put them on at the very least. Those are all, important things. Those are all things we're going to have to work on pretty quickly, because there's not very much point in having all these animals on a map if you're not going to use them, and we're going to need bales for all those. So, and again, the very first episode is always going to be a little sketchy, for me, with me especially, because I tend to just jump in and do stuff. I don't worry about, I should have done this first, or I should have done that first. That's not really how I play maps. I jump in and do whatever kind of interests me first. My biggest thing is I don't want to leave money laying on a field, so I wanted to make sure I came in and got this stuff harvested up as quickly as possible. So, where are you going there? Where are you going, Otto Combine? Where are you going? Are you really going to run down this one little tiny strip all the way down? It looks like there it goes. Obviously, when you've got these, sort of, not completely uniform field edges, things like that are going to happen. So. As long as it doesn't crash into these trees, I'm happy. Now, David Ofield is, really, he is the modding guy, right? Course play and all that. He's got course play set up to run between all these fields, and I probably will too. For a certain point, after I kind of get used to where things are and whatnot. Obviously, I don't know. Yes, I've watched all of David's, Let's Plays on this map to this point. But, you know me. I played on Bjornholm for 30 episodes before I ever got, I remember what that is. So. Now, this does have the chopped straw mod, so I suppose what would have been a smarter idea right off the bat was to blow this down as chopped straw and use it as a fertilizer so I could just get this field replanted again. And maybe we'll do that on the other half of the field, I guess. I just like to have a little straw. Even if I don't actually bale it, I could always just sell it, I suppose, and make a little extra money that way. So. Because obviously now we've got a big loan we're going to have to pay back. And, let's hop inside this thing and see what it looks like. Oh, yeah. Yep. So it does count down how full it's getting. As you can see, 1,660 liters, 70 liters of 8,000. So that's good. This is a neat little combine, I think. I like it. I may not be crazy about the exterior texturing and all that, but I think it looks pretty good. So, and it works very well. So. Yeah, I think even though it cost a ton more money than I really expected it to, I think we might have made a good choice. So I'm going to need to get a tipper and a tractor over here at some point. So it's only 26% full, so we'll just go ahead and let this do its thing for a minute, I guess. I wouldn't expect to see me jumping onto animals right away. Generally, as you guys probably know, I like to start cows as quickly as possible. Which is one reason, why I'm leaving straw here. But on this map, because it has so many different kinds of animals, because it has, cows, and then it has dairy cows, it has beef cows, it has lambs, that you can breed, it has cows you can breed, it has sheep, that it has chickens. There's so much prep work for all that that's going to be required that it's going to take a little while. So there's be plenty of stuff to do on this map. So. And I want to apologize right up front to the OEB guys and David Ofield and everybody at OEB. If I make a complete hash of your map, I'm sorry. I'll try not to. I couldn't really resist. As soon as I saw that it had been released, David Ofield had posted a video on YouTube saying, hey, Old Ridge Farm is being released, and, it's past FSUK's testing and all that. And to be honest, I would have taken it straight from OEB because I know these guys are not going to release a map that doesn't work. They're not going to release a map that's buggy or has got features that don't work or whatever. You know what I mean? Regardless of FSUK's, testing on top of it. And then I just couldn't resist. I'm like, you know what? Okay, fine. I guess maybe Old Ridge Farm, as a very famous YouTuber, TCGZ Rob, said, I guess Old Ridge Farm needs the BP spin. And to be honest, I really, I'm such a big fan of OEB and their stuff that, I couldn't resist. I had to try this map. So this will probably be a very long Let's Play because there's a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of fields, so we're gonna just keep plugging away at it. Try to make some money, try to keep expanding the farm, work on the animals and all that stuff. So, in this first episode, it's just going to be, like I said, normally I do all the stuff that you saw up until the harvest start off screen. I go through, I look at the equipment, I'm like, that works, that doesn't work, that sort of fits the map, that doesn't fit the map, and then I try to go find stuff that, that I think fits the map. And as soon as I knew I was going to do a Let's Play on this, let me jump back inside. As soon as I knew I was going to do a Let's Play on this map, I had this combine in mind. I knew I had it. And this may not be the final combine. I may try to find another one. I like this one. I just don't know if I like it as much as I thought I would. The John Deere, the 6810 with the front loader, I knew that stuck in my head, that wanted to live here, So, smaller stuff, smaller equipment, maybe a little bit of age to it, stuff like that. That's kind of what I'm looking for with this. So, one thing I'm really looking forward to with this is the alfalfa, being able to plant it, use it as a cover crop, cultivate it back in for, for fertilizer and stuff, being able to spread lime, being able to see manure on the ground, all of that sort of stuff, all that immersive kind of stuff that I really like, that I really think is really, really cool. So, and I like the small fields. I like the small fields and the odd shapes and all that, as long as they're not so unwieldy that they can't physically, be harvested. But I'm not, the Otto Combine doesn't seem to have any trouble, so I'm happy about that. All right, we're 57% full. Let's go ahead and get in our John Deere here. I wonder, this tipper may be a little big for this tractor, and this is the smaller of the Deere tippers too. So I guess we'll find out. Oh, I just didn't want to mess with the Brantner too much. It's a cool little tipper, but it's a little too small, I think. Let's see how this handles this. So go ahead and dial the speed down a little bit. I think about there is right. I'm a big fan of this 6810. I like it. It's got a couple of quirks, I guess, but I think it's neat. I like the way it looks on the inside. I like the way it gets dirty good, and and those are all things that are kind of a big deal to me. So. And as always, the detail on these maps is just awesome. Good enough that it's just dropping my frame rates out to nothing. So I apologize for any lag or anything. Plus, Otto Combine causes a little bit of lag as well. So, every time it turns and whatnot. So, the combination of the details and all of that, the time of day as well too. It's 3 minutes of 7 in the morning, as you can see here on a Monday on day 1 of our Old Ridge Farm adventure. So, all those things are, going to kind of add up to cause a little lag. It'll get better. So, okay, now where is this harvester? I guess, I guess, you know what? I guess this tipper looks pretty good behind this tractor. It's not too ridiculously big, so I was a big fan of these Deere tippers in Farming Simulator 13, so I was glad to see somebody had converted them and done them well. They look good, so I'm headed the wrong way. I got to turn around to catch up to this. Probably what we'll do is we'll probably harvest this one half of the field, call this episode 1. No sense, making it too long. And in the next episode, we'll do the other half of the field, and then figure out what we're going to do with this straw. I can't really afford to buy a baler. I suppose I could go around and sell all the grain and all the stuff that's in the silos right now. That could be an option, I guess. Although I would probably like to bring the potatoes and the sugar beets up to the either the lambs or the pigs, one or the other, and get one of the others started, I guess. So that, because grain is not so much of an issue, but the sugar beets and the and the potatoes are, just because the cost of the equipment to process that stuff is so expensive that we're not going to be able to afford that for quite a while. So we might as well use what we have to get those started, get one of them started anyway. So, anyway. Oh, I'm such a bad carter. I'm such a bad carter. I almost have to make this thing stop so that I can unload it. And of course, the fact that it's turning all the time does not make it easier for me either. So, whoops. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're going to have to stop. Nope, that's not going to work either. Okay. I'm going to let this thing turn around. God, I'm so bad at this. It's embarrassing. I'm so bad at it. Okay, turn around. I suppose I could always let it fill up, I guess. But I don't know. I wanted to do something different, instead of just sitting there watching that thing go around. It's just tough because it's at that part of the field now where it's really small. So it's going to be tough to get it, to try to stay next to it while Otto Combine makes all its, turns and whatnot. So we'll just come back over here and look at it. So, and watch it do its thing. You could definitely expect to see many, many more episodes of this. I've been on this map now for, I don't know, half an hour, and I'm already in love with it, as I knew I would be. I knew from the very first time I ever saw it, even in its, sort of infancy, I was just, like, wow, there you go. I'm a big fan of maps with a lot of features, a lot of stuff on them, because it takes away some of the repetitiveness, I think, that Farming Simulator has. Obviously, as I've said this in many episodes of other things, the game is repetitive by nature. It's farming. You know what I mean? It's working ground. It's planting. It's harvesting. It's carting. It's all that stuff. But at least with the addition of the animal breeding and all that sort of thing, it adds a different dimension to the game that allows you to do different things. And there is forestry on this map as well. Whether or not we do any forestry on this map, I say that 20 episodes from now I will have forgotten I said that, and we'll be happily cutting down trees somewhere. So I don't have a real plan going into this. With Bjorn Home, for some reason I sort of had a plan of things that I wanted to do. Now I've done those things. Now we're back to just sort of flying by the seat of our pants. You know what I mean? Trying to survive, trying to make money, trying to keep our equipment running and being productive and all that. So, and those are all things that I'm gonna that we're gonna keep doing as we go forward. So, and a lot of fun things about this map. So, it wouldn't surprise me to see maybe me putting some. Although I was gonna say I'd put some alfalfa down right away here, and then just turn it over as a free fertilizer. I don't know that I can afford to let a crop sit. I don't know if I shouldn't just maybe spread some maybe some synthetic fertilizer on this, and then let and get another crop in the ground and get another harvest to get some money. I'm not really sure yet. So, excuse me, I needed a drink. These are all things to think about, I guess. So we'll turn off the inspector mod as well. Let's see, get a good angle here, the pretty sky and all that, and this just absolutely stunning map. There we go. That'll work. Take a screenshot. Very good. All right, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please let me know. Please leave it in the comments, what you think about this, what you think about this series, what you think about this map. I'll leave a link to the map in the description. Make sure when you go to FSUK and to download this map that you read the description of the map. There's a lot of mods that you need to make this map work. None of them are ridiculous. None of them are particularly hard to find. One, you do have to go to marhu.net and sign up to the forum. And if you're not already signed up to that, you should. There's some awesome mods on there. And you just have to sign up for the forum. It's not spammy or anything. So, just to make sure that you have all the stuff you need to make this just incredible map work. I just realized I left this running. Don't want to do that. Shut that off. Okay, there we go. Can't afford the diesel, so. But yeah, so you can definitely look forward to many more episodes of this. The first few will be a little maybe fumbly while I figure stuff out, while I figure out where stuff goes, while I figure out what I want to do, what direction I want to take the farm, and then, we'll settle in as we always do, and things will go right along. I really look forward to reading your comments and look forward to replying to them. As always, thanks so much for making me a part of your YouTube day. And this is the Bipolar Prophet saying, see you later.